Hi guys! So welcome for another episode of Inspirations. That's my weekly podcast about knitting, yarn dyeing and all things related to those two subjects actually. So my name is Christelle. You can find me almost everywhere as Tricot et Stitch. I'm French, I live near Paris. And I'm very happy to be back with you for another episode. I already said that. Never mind. So for those of you watching the podcast for the first time, welcome. This is how Tricot Stitch works. You have a new podcast every Monday at 5 p.m. The shop is updated, the Etsy shop is updated once a week, every Monday in the afternoon, and then once a week as well, I send out a newsletter for a bit of chat and showing you what's new in the shop so that you can know in advance. I'm also presenting the shop update in the podcast, and when you subscribe to the newsletter you get a gift pattern. That's the Jimmy shawl. It's the one I'm wearing. There's a call going on for the Jimmy shawl until there is an Instagram challenge. The card is an Instagram challenge that goes on until July the 31st, and then you have until September 30th to finish your Jimmy and enter the giveaway. There will be prizes to win. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much to be back with me for another one. Again, I'm very happy to record this episode. It's always, actually, not only this episode, actually, it's always a highlight of my week, just to settle down with the yarn, all the things I did during the week, and, you know, sharing it with you guys, because it's like a way of looking back at everything, looking up and you know, taking a step back and yeah, seeing what I've done. And yeah, it's good to see that, because sometimes you're just always working, and you really don't have a sense of what you've accomplished. So that's why it's very, I mean, I really like those moments with you, and to be able to, yeah, see that, okay, you did well this week actually. You managed to do this, you managed to do that, and you recorded a podcast on top, so good job. Okay, so today what's on the menu? I wanted to share a bit with you on my works in progress. I didn't knit a lot over the past weeks because if you watch the podcast, you know that there was a fiber festival last weekend. It was great. It was awesome. It was so much fun to see my lovely customer in real life, a lot of my lovely customers in real life. I met some friends, I chatted with some colleagues that I hadn't seen in a while. It was a huge fun. It was huge fun, and it was, I mean, it's really important, and I've missed it a lot, to be able to, you know, do fiber festivals and meet people, meet knitters in real life. So yeah, that was great. And I was not just at my booth, you know, I also took some time to tour the festival and buy a bit of yarn and patterns, and I want to share that with you. But just in a bit. I will share that with you just after I showed you my knitting. Okay, there is quite an enabling section in the podcast today, because I bought a lot of things. I'm going to share it with you. The first project I want to share with you is my Whatever sweater by Julie Dubreux. That's Julie Knits in Paris. It's a pattern that she designed during the first lockdown in France, and it's a great pattern because it's very simple. It's mulled, you know, you're knitting with 2 strands of fingering weight yarn, and you're using all your leftovers. So I finished a sleeve and I've started knitting the other. So I'm almost done really. And I'm really enjoying knitting on that lately. It's matching my polish. And it's fun. And I've been knitting on that for over a year now, and I don't know if you might have seen me on the cover of one of the episodes. This was full. The cakes were big. Each bit of yarn like this was a full cake that I caked. You know, I caked my leftovers using several leftovers in one cake. For example, I caked everything that was blue together, and I mean, I've almost finished everything. I do not have a lot of colors left over yet. Yeah, I don't have a lot of colors left over, so I think I will have definitely enough to finish the sleeve. But I mean, how cool is that? I love it so much. I can't wait to wear it. I mean, it's so cool, so cool. The only thing I really need to, you know, start working on is this. It's going to be, yeah. I'm knitting that while watching one of the best horror series there's been. You know, Fear Street on Netflix. It's a trilogy, 3 horror movies. I like horror movies, but not all horror movies. I mean, I'm a bit sensitive, so Fear Street is right up my alley. It's perfect. And I'm loving it so much. I've just finished, I'm almost done, watching the second movie. That's 1978, which is my birth year. And next on the menu is 1666. And the first part, 1994, was awesome, really awesome. I was 16 in 1994. Great memories. I mean, watching the movie was really, I loved it. I loved it. Also on Amazon Prime, another movie that I loved was Tomorrow War. Was great. I mean, that is also right up my alley. I love monster movies. I mean, I have the movie taste of a 14-year-old kid, okay? So, blockbuster action monsters, like, I mean, for me, the best movies ever are like Alien or, yeah. So, Tomorrow War was great. It's the kind of movies I'm watching when I'm twisting skins in the studio, for example. So, like this. Okay, the other project on which I made some progress is this sock. I showed it to you, I think. It's the project on which I'm working when I need something very simple. I don't want to think about patterns or stitch count or things like that. It's just a stockinette sock, but I'm using my own handspun. So this is a braid I spun gradient style. It was a variegated braid of Falkland, I think, that I separated the colors, and then I spun all the colors, you know, like it went from orange to yellow to green, so then to light to tan, and I followed the color progression to have something really faded, and then I did a Navarro ply. Yeah, Navarro ply. So I'm very happy with the way that I handled the color. The only thing is that I don't know if it's the spinning or if it's the fiber, but it's really, really harsh. It's not soft at all. So I mean, I don't mind because I'm really not sensitive to wool, but I think it will be fine on my feet. But yeah, it's not the nicest yarn to knit. It has no elasticity whatsoever, and I mean, that is definitely, I think, no, it's an association of the fiber and the spinning method, but I don't care. I'm knitting on that anyway because it's hand spun. I love it. So good progress. I think this will become my fiber festival sock. It's perfect. Just to knit in front of the booth while chatting up, and so that's fine. That's perfect. And the other project on which I made just a tiny bit of progress is my Jimmy/Kevin shawl. Not much done here because no time to knit. I was very, very busy with the preparation of the Fiber Festival. So I don't know where I was when I last shared that with you guys, but I think I made a little bit of progress. I'm really loving the wavy thingy with the lacy part. So I've just started another lace section. You can't see it really yet, but another few rows and it will start to, do that. Yes, so I'm planning on working on that over the weekend. Well, I'm really itching to finish the sweater, but this is really not far behind. I did a little bit of crochet as well, but not as, I won't share it with you today because not much. But I've started another series of flowers for my floral diamond jumper. And I'll share the next series. I'm using Hebrides as it's my own hand-dyed yarn. So Hebrides is one of my colorways, and I'm starting a new series of flowers with Hebrides as the center of the flowers. I'm going to share that with you, I think, in the next episode or so. Okay, then. Okay, lot of things. I bought a lot of things at the Fiber Festival. I'm going to show you. It's great. I've been so happy to be able to, just to be like the regular knitter out there, checking the booth, because that's something a bit new for me. I've not been an indie dyer for so long, actually. But really, I feel that when I'm working on something with my hand-dyed yarns, it's like work. So if I really want to take a break and to unplug my working brain and my dyer brain, I turn to other yarn dyers. So I was very focused during the Fiber Festival, but I took some breaks and I enjoyed the work of fellow dyers, and I want to present them to you. So the first one is one that is very close to my tastes. It's a French indie dyer she's not been in the business for very long, but she's very talented, and her colors are right up my alley. So her name is Vulcan Yarn. And actually I saw that colorway in the shop basket of one of my customers, and I was like, wow, this is so beautiful. And I just went to Vulcan Yarns and bought my own. So the colorway is Toucan, and it's your basic sock base, like 75% merino and 25% nylon, and it's lovely. Look at those speckles, it's beautiful. I love it. And the second colorway is called Funky, and it's completely bright and cheerful and neon, and there are some sparkle in it as well. So yeah, I love that. It's going to become part of my lovingly curated indie dyer stash which is my pride and joy, in addition to the stash. And then there was an incredible sale. I mean, the kind of sale you just cannot imagine. There was a bean at one of the dyers. It's Le Fil de Sidonie. And she had those in the bin, like with a huge discount. And I was like, oh my God, may those go very well together? I can totally see the latest mystery cal by Sozunit, for example. I mean, or the latest pattern by Crystal LK. I think it's only 3 colors though, Crystal LK, but she has a lovely, the Ines shawl is beautiful. But can you believe those? I mean, this is not the same base as the 3 others. This is 100% merino, and those 3 are together are gorgeous. And this is with a bit of alpaca on top, and I mean, it's beautiful. So I don't know what I'm going to do with those, but I love them so much. Huge crush. So that's it for the yarn for the festival, but that's not it for the buying spree. I had a huge crush as well on a pattern. That's the Plaisir shawl by Camille de Laine. She has Les Aiguilles de Camille. She has a website, lesaiguillesdecamille.com. I'm going to put that all the references in the notes. Her patterns are on Ravelry, and look at, I'm sorry I can't show it to you better, but it's a beautiful, a big lace shawl. Knitted out of fingering weight yarn on 4mm needles, and I saw it in real life and it was huge and gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, I bought the pattern from Camille. I don't know when I'm going to do that. I might just go crazy and cast on a lot of projects. I might just do that. I did that the 1st of August of last year. I even organized the cast on party. I mean, some of the projects were frogged, but I had so much fun, you know, just casting on like crazy. I mean, why not? Why not? I might just do that, actually. I might just do that. And the last thing I bought on the festival was this French knitting magazine. It's a beautiful, beautiful magazine. It's called Slow, which spell wools backwards. And I did not intend to buy it because, you know, I wasn't planning to knit anything from it, although I love the patterns in there. But what really got me is that I have friends in there. Some of the designers and dyers are my friends. And I mean, look at the photos. Look at that. Don't you just want to jump in there and have a snack? I mean, the photos are really what got me. They're just gorgeous. And so I'm so happy to see my friends in there as well. The patterns are beautiful. I really love this one. It's the Chun Tea by Jiaowei Design. Look at that. Isn't it cute? It's son and mother. Don't they look like each other, really? They're so cute. Both knitters. I mean, so cute. There is something about spinning, and I mean, like, that kind of article in a French knitting magazine is like, wow. I'm so happy that it's starting to, you know, we're starting to see some content on the it's not exactly mainstream media, but I mean, it's brand new to have a huge article like this dedicated to spinning. So yeah, I had to buy it. It's gorgeous. There is even some yoga, some tutorials, and the patterns are beautiful. I want to show you the one I really like. Yes, Chan. This is it. I really like it. Very simple. The yarn is beautiful. And this is the designer. And this is the dyer, Natasha, Artemis Yarn and Tower Design. So yeah, it's a great magazine. The patterns are beautiful. This is by Yarn Flakes, Audrey. Beautiful socks. Now, I mean, what's not to love about this design? It's gorgeous. And the magazine is gorgeous. So yeah, huge crush again on that. Wasn't planned, but so happy. And it's French, yes. Okay, and now I want to share with you two other things I bought. Not at the Fiber Festival, but that I've had and not shared with you guys yet. The first one is I want to do some stranded knitting. So I had this dyer in my radar for quite some time, and because I knew that after June 30th I wouldn't be able to have any, I decided to go ahead and jump and, you know, buy some of her yarn. So she's gathered sheep yarns on Etsy, I think, or she has her own website. Yes, she has her own website. That's gatheredsheepyarns.com. And this is the first bundle I bought. It's 100 pure British Shetland wool in the Wooded Fragrance colorways. So it's wool and spun. It's 140 grams for 614 meters, and it's non-superwash and no nylon. So I love the colors. I love the colors. I don't know what I'm going to knit with that, but I really just, you know, I love the colors. And then I bought two kits to knit some, you know, coals, two coals. I think it's a most easy project when you want to learn stranding knitting. I mean, I do know how to knit stranded knitting, but I really want to become better at it. So this is the first kit I bought, and it's to knit the Meadow Knots coal. I think she's the designer as well. And look at that. Look at what she included with the kits. I mean, isn't that perfect? Wow, I love that. And I think I'm going to start with that kit. It's for the oak leaf coal, which is a lovely pattern. So I'm going just to, you know, knit the oak leaf coal with that beautiful bundle. And I also took a course. I don't remember, I think it's P4 Chen. She's P4 Chen on Instagram, and she has some knitting lessons online. And I took her stranded knitting lesson. So I've not started yet, but I plan on starting very soon. This is, I think, going to be one of my summer vacation projects. I'm going to go on vacation with way too many projects, but I don't care. I just feel like casting on all the things after frogging all the things last time. Okay, and the last thing I want to share with you is my birthday present. So I decided to buy the Knit and Sip needle set by Knit Pro, which is my absolute favorite in terms of knitting needles, because I love wood basically, and I love it. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of tiny coffee cups because I mean too tiny, and the coffee is way too strong in those, but they're lovely nonetheless. And so the knitting needles come together with those two lovely cups. And then what I love about that set is that it's wood, and it's every time a different shade of wood. It goes from very light to very dark, and each number has the name of a coffee on it, a coffee recipe. For example, 5.5 millimeter is Irish coffee, 3.5 millimeters is cortado, then you have latte, cappuccino, macchiato, espresso, americano, and ristretto. And it comes with a lovely little pouch in which you have the cables and the things you put at the end to stop the stitches, and it's pretty handy. It's very beautifully made, and yeah, the next project I'm going to cast on I will be using those needles. So this is for the enabling section of the podcast. Yes, I mean, it had been a long time since I bought, I think. Feels like that. Maybe, I don't know, I don't remember. But yeah, it feels like it's been a long time since I really bought yarn like I used to before becoming an indie dyer. And gosh, do I love it. This hasn't changed a bit. I love working with my own yarns, but I love buying yarn and, you know, just... Okay. So now I just want to show you quite quickly what's new in the shop this week. So I hadn't the time to complete the shop update last week. I know I told you guys I would send you another newsletter when it would be done, but actually it was never done. And I completed the update of the shop with all that I had prepared for the Fiber Festival today on Monday. For you guys. For me it's still on Friday, and I'm not finished yet, but I plan on doing, you know, a bit today because it's still on the morning on Friday today, on the 16th, and finishing on Monday. But I just wanted to let you know that kits for the Not Just Another Gnomes pattern by Sarah Shira, that's her latest mystery call, that's knitting, will be back in stock. So I have all the kits I put together, all the colors I put together for knitting will be back in stock. So you have, each time it's the same two colors with a different contrasting color. So this is Gnome du Littoral, you have Magic Dust, Hint, and Natural. Then you have Gnome de la Roseraie, Magic Dust, Natural, and Fleur de Prunus. And this is the one I used for my knitting. It's Gnome des Blés, and it's with, it's always, okay, Lucy's Fave, Natural, and Magic Dust. And I also have one tiny, well, I have several, but I have also this one with only the contrasting colors, Lucy's Fave, Hint, and Fleur de Prunus. This is the Trois Amis, which Ami in French is friend, so the three gnome friends, basically. That's a pun. Wordplay. Okay. I have a lot of single skeins of yarn, including some beautiful slub in crazy colors, like those. What are those? And this one. I also have some mini skein sets that I paired with Extravaganza to knit the Jimmy shawl. So I have two like this. You can pair it with a full skein of your choice to knit the Jimmy shawl. Just one skein of fingering weight yarn works. Then I will have all the colors, almost all the colors of the Litha palette. That's my design that was published in Laine. I knitted the Litha socks with this colorway, which is Sunrise Lounge, and I created a whole palette of colors to go along this one to knit the Litha socks. There will be several colors available in the shop as ready to ship, as well as several single colors. There will be Mint Paluzza, Birthday Cake, Complètement Givré, Éclat de Soleil, Neon Coral. What do I have? I have a Deep Purple, Stiletto, wow, and lots of other colors in the shop available as ready to ship. Also, I have a whole box, like a whole box of Rocket Tees. Well, Rocket Tee kits that develop as Love Knot kits. So if you wanted to try the Sock Knitters Almanac colorway to knit things other than socks, you have some Rocket Tee kits on some of the almanacs colorway. So you have Lueur, which was February, you have Nuit d'Hiver, which was January, you have one I've never tried before. No, that's not this one. Well, I tried Gourmandise as well. It's here, Gourmandise. And then you have the one I used for my Rocket Tee, that's Dreamy Harar. You have no, you have some, but I can't find the mohair. Yes, no, it's not here. Sorry about that, guys. It's not very organized. Well, I can't find the mohair. Yes, it's here. Sorry. That's Lone Peak and a lot of others colorway. Yes, I have a lot of Rocket Tee kits in the shop. Rocket Tee or Love Knot. It's the same. It's the same yarn for both patterns. If you want to knit Love Knot or Rocket Tee, it's just the quantities you have to very carefully check on the pattern how many skeins you need, depending on the bases and the number of yards or meters by 100 grams. I put all the details for the Rocket Tee in the listings. If you have a question, don't hesitate to ask me. Also new in the shop, there will be lots of new stitch markers. So the chat beignet and you know, the little cats in the cups will be back in stock. I have some new cat themed markers that I love. These are the kittens. Look at those. Aren't they cute? So those are new and they're in the shop. The little foxes are back in the shop too. Those are really cute. Love them. And another new one is are those ones. Is just, you know, little cat heads with no design really, no facial design feature, no facial features, just very simple cat heads, white cat, black cat. It's cute. And then I have those cuties. Those are little cocktails, like bubble cocktail with a straw, and it comes with this dormeuse. It's a dormeuse. It's like, it's something I'm using that is sold for earrings. So I was, you know, I have my own pair of cocktail earrings, and you can do the same if you wish by just buying two. And they're really cute, worn as earrings. I love them. that's it for the shop update, guys. And that's it for the episode this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you guys next week. So in the meantime, take care and have a lovely time. Bye bye.